Hey, what's going on, YouTubers and MicroGrinders out for MicroGrinder.com? Kicking off a new video series for my YouTube channel, which is going to be me playing Jackpot Poker on America's Cardroom. So what is Jackpot Poker? If you're not aware of what Jackpot Poker is, it's the same thing as Spin and Goes on PokerStars, and it's a 3-person hyper turbo sit and go where it's a winner take all tournament. Now the way that it works is that you choose a buy-in amount. In that buy-in amount, is actually easier if I scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can buy in for $2, $10, $25, or $40. And it'll wait for 3 people. Once 3 people are ready to play, it's going to do a bit of a spin, and then it's going to determine how much you're playing for, and the winner is going to take all. And you'll notice that it shows frequencies. So approximately 70,000 times out of 100,000 times, you're going to be playing for $4. If you're doing the $2 buy-in, and only 1 out of 100,000 times you'll get the $5,000 one for the $2 buy-in. So I'm only going to be playing the $2 ones because, well, I play the micro stakes. So this is what I'm going to be playing, and actually I've already been playing these. I've played them, I don't know, roughly off and on for the last month, but really only in the last week or two. And the highest one that I have seen has been $12. So I haven't seen it go above $12 for me. But a majority of the ones that you're going to see are going to be the bottom 2 tiers, regardless of where you play. And I'm assuming if you're watching my channel, you're going to be probably playing one of the smaller ones, but maybe not. Now, there is another option on these if you want to play these, which is a pretty cool promo that they just released. It's called the World Series of Jackpot. So this is a twist on the standard Jackpot Poker, and the way it works is you buy in for $3, and a certain frequency at the time they're gonna give out a free seat and package to the main event at the 2016 World Series of Poker. Now the cool thing about this is that, let me try to get, where are we? Here we go. So we're going to look at this table right here, and I'll actually, let me highlight it just so everybody can see it a little better. The cool thing about this is that if you get any of these 3 different tables as a reward, all 3 players win automatically. So you're only playing a standard 3-handed sit and go where winner takes all for the bottom one. But the thing that sucks about this is that this one is going to hit 98,564 times out of 100,000. So the remaining 1,436 times you will split the winnings. And the cool thing is that if you do hit this top one, then you automatically get a seat to the WSOP main event, and you get a package there for I think $12,500. So it's $10,000 for the buy-in, and then I think $2,500 for everything else. And let me double check. Yeah. So I have played a few of these, but yeah, I kind of shied away from them because I feel like in terms of really winning, your win rate has to be a lot higher in these than they do in these ones, because you are playing for $12, $8, and $4. On this one, you can only double up. And every other time you're just getting your buy-in back, which is almost next to none. 98.564% of the time you can only double up. And these ones where I have seen all the way up to $12, and that actually doesn't look good, so I won't do that. You can double up, you can quadruple up, or you can even get 6 times your investment. So with that said, let me show you how well I've done so far. And let me minimize this and get that out of the way. And here you go. So I played 97 of these. My in the money percentage is 35% of the time. My ROI is 15.51% of the time. And I've gotten first 33% of the time, gotten second 38, and third 16. Now, in terms of my return on investment, in terms of monetary amounts, I'm up $29. So for $2 and $3 buy-in ones, I would say around 90% of them have been, maybe even more, 95% have been $2. So we'll just use that as the baseline. So I am up roughly almost 15 buy-ins playing these. It is a super small sample size. I've only played 97, and these things are just chock full of variance. Here's a good example right here. massive downswing. Bumped up really quick, and then bam, for the next 12 or actually 13 tournaments, I just lost and lost and lost. It looks like I only won 1 or 2 in that time frame. And then just earlier today, I went on a pretty rough downswing, this was something like 7 buy-ins in 7 tournaments in a row I lost. And then I ended up winning a couple big ones. I won an $8 one and a $12 one. But overall, these games are super high variance because you're going to be put to a push-fold scenario very early on in the tournament. Once you get around 11 big blinds, when you're on the button, you don't want to min raise. You just want to jam all in. And I'm jamming in a range like this. Let me show you the type of range that I'm playing. So I pulled these ranges off of pokerstrategy.com, and this is on what I'm using. It's a pretty basic strategy. So this is my push-fold strategy approximately. It's not 100% what I follow, but pretty close. But in the button, this is what I am pushing at 10 big blinds down to 8, and this is 7 big blinds down to 6 in orange, and then in green, it's 5 big blinds or less. So that's a big button push-fold range. This is a small blind push-fold range. And then for my raising range, it's always a min raise strategy because we start with 25 big blinds and the blinds go quickly. So I actually don't know what percentage this range is. So let me actually pull up Ecolab real quick and let's figure out, because I really didn't compute the actual percentage of what that range equals. So let's pull Ecolab in. Let's find out. Let's just start with like 40% range and we'll go from there and take stuff out. So we're going to King 4, we're going to Queen 5, Jack 6, 10 6, 9 7 suited, and 7 6 8 6. That looks right. All the way across to here and all the way down to there. I think that's right. Yeah, it looks right. So we are doing roughly 44% opening range on the button. So not out of control, definitely not small. And then in the small blind, we're actually raising a lot smaller. So this is probably going to be closer to like a 30% range. So let's actually take some of these hands out of here. Queen 9 off, Jack 9 off, King 8, Queen 8, Queen 7. Okay, that looks about right. So around a 36.5%, 36 or 37% versus a 44% opening range on the button. So pretty wide opening ranges. You will notice that if you play these at the micro stakes, at the $2 ones, in general, the players are terrible, and they'll do a lot of silly moves, and they'll get lucky from time to time. So if you do play these, you just have to be prepared for a lot of crazy, insane ups and downs and tons of variance. For example, earlier today, I had a guy down to 50 chips in the blinds. He was automatically all in. I think it was like 5,100. And I had him crushed. I pretty much had the tournament locked up. I put them all in. He doubles up. I put them all in. Next hand, he doubles up again. Put them all in. Next hand, he doubles up again. Next thing you know, the guy has close to 400 chips. And my huge chip lead just went down the drain. And I ended up getting super cold cards. He ended up hitting cards. We ended up playing for a long time. I just couldn't get him to bust out. And he ended up winning the tournament. And the thing that sucks about that one is that it was a $12 tournament. And I was like, oh man. And the guy was playing something like his VPIP was like 70 something and his PFR was like 20. So he was a loose passive fish. So that's the one thing you are going to notice in these games is that there's a lot of fish. They make a lot of silly moves. They don't play that well. A lot of people are just jamming all in at the very first hand, and once you get a read on them and a read on that player name, I've been calling off pretty lightly in certain situations the very first hand of the tournament because our equity is pretty good against our range. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, and then we're going to jump into the second video of the series where I'm going to pull up 2 or 3 different tables, and I'm going to do some live play just to show you how basic this game is and how basic the strategy is and how it can be, I think, a pretty good way to slowly build up your bankroll. And it's also a good learning tool for playing standard either 6 max or 9 max single table sit and goes. By the time you get to button play or three-handed play in the money, this is going to teach you how to play in those situations better where you're short stacked. So let's go ahead and let's conclude this video, and we'll jump into the next video. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, click down here and you'll be subscribed for all the latest videos. So thanks for watching. It's been out with MicroGrinder.com, and I'll see you at the next video.